Good morning, class! Before we proceed for our topic for today, let's have a pray first. Father, Son. Good morning! Okay, I will check your attendance first before we proceed for our topic. Please raise your hand when your name is called. Martha, Jobert, very good. I think you are all very motivated for our topic for today. Let's have some review. What are the topic last meeting? Anyone? Very good. Who else? Very good. Our topic last meeting is all about Spanish colonization. Okay, who can guess our topic for today? Anyone? Very good. So, our topic for today is all about effects of Spanish colonization in the Philippines. Before we tackle this topic, I will give you a short energizer. This energizer is called Act Me and Show Me. So when I say Spain, you will dance, class. And when I say Philippines, you will stop dancing. Anyone has a question? Okay, very good. So let's start. Very good. You are very cooperative in our activity. So please settle and be comfortable in your respective seats. Okay, before we tackle this topic, I will give you a short diagnostic test. Please answer this activity or test. I will read the direction first. Arrange the letters to form a correct word. I will give you 5 minutes, class, to answer this short test, and please get your 1/2 crosswise and then start answering. This time, I will give you an activity. This class will be divided into 4 groups. Each student will pick a chips in a box and it will serve as their group. With your group, you're going to do is to answer these jumbled letters. For first activity, with your group, please answer this. Direction, I will read first. Arrange the letters to form a correct word. So, I will give you 10 to 15 minutes to answer this activity. Okay, please go to your respective groups, then start answering this activity. Okay, class, go back to your seats, respective seats. Then we will continue our topic for today. So, what did you notice to our activity today? Anyone? Very good. Who else? Very good. So our topic for today is all about effects of Spanish colonization in the Philippines. So this is the summarization or the important details of the effects of Spanish colonization in the Philippines, class. So the first bullet is Spain introduced government, peace, and national identity, civilization, and Christianity. So we know Spain is the one who discovered the Philippines, and it because of Magellan. Second, Spain moderned the Philippines from mostly Stone Age by the end of Spain's rule. Filipino society features roads, bridges, schools, colleges, hospitals, grand volume, and theater. So they are the one who introduced these different features in the Philippines. The third bullet is power, wealth, and control were kept than a system of Spanish. Beginning with Ferdinand Magellan's arrival in the Philippines in the 15th century, Spanish governments, colonists, and merchants impart their culture, including their Catholicism, to many Filipinos. So we know that Spanish is well known for Catholicism, and they are the one who introduce or also impart or share their culture to us, which is mostly still present today. The name of the Philippines comes from the King of Spain, named Philip II. It was given by the Spanish explorer. It was given by the Spanish explorer named Roy Lopez de Villalobos, who named also the island of Samar and Leyte, the Las Islas Filipinas or the Philippine Islands, during his expedition in 1543. The Spanish language in the Philippines was the official language of the country from the beginning of Spanish rule since the times of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi in the 16th century. During that time, the Spanish language is the official language in our country. So we tend to use the Spanish language. The massive charges in the cultural heritage of the Philippines is one of the most prominent effects of Spanish colonization. So we know that the Spanish have the huge or big effect in our culture heritage. So one of the positive effects of Spanish colonization in the Philippines is universities were opened early. In 1820, only the Philippines have the improved in civilization, wealth, and populousness. One of the bad effects of Spanish colonization in the Philippines is lack of equal rights of the Filipinos, lack of freedom of choosing a religion under the Spanish rule. We know that if we are colonized by the other country, we have no freedom or rights. They just impose their powers to our country because for them, we're just as slaves. Okay, I have some question to you, class. Raise your hand if you want to answer. First question, class. Raise your hand if you want to answer. Who was the Spanish explorer who named the island of Samar and Leyte? Anyone? Very good. So the man or the Spanish explorer name is Roy Lopez de Villalobos. Another question. Can you give some huge effect of Spanish colonization in the Philippines? Anyone? Very good. Okay, I think you learned something new today, class. Am I right? Very good. I have last question. How important to be independent to the colonizer? Anyone? Very good. Who else? Very good. I think you're very knowledgeable in this topic. So, for your assessment, or first assessment, okay, you're going to do for your assessment, identify two effects of Spanish colonization in the Philippines. Part 2, or test 2. Explain your chosen effect of Spanish colonization in the Philippines. Write your answer in a whole sheet of paper. I will give you 10 to 15 minutes to answer this activity. And after that, I will give your assignments. Choose one effect and explain how important is it. Write your answer in a whole sheet of paper and it will be passed tomorrow. Okay, class, that's for today. Class dismissed. Goodbye.